Get ready to hear about my process in washing my Dooney and Bourke in the washing machine. Let's discuss it.
Hello, YouTube. Now, was that too much? I think that was a little bit too much. Hello, YouTube. It's your girl, Crystal, coming to you from Ball Black Girls Chronicles. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, what is going on around these parts? Nothing. It's late at night, and it's Friday night. There's a song that talks about Friday night. I'm sure there's a lot of them, but I couldn't remember the words. Otherwise, I would have serenaded you. So what am I doing? I'm doing purses. I'm doing purses. So earlier this week, I posted a video, and I'll put a link to that video in the. Can Tabitha be any louder with the way she's drinking that water? Tab, I am on YouTube. You drink it pretty loud, boo. So I did a YouTube video on this bag that I got resale off of Poshmark. I was supposed to put it in the wash. I have not done that yet. I was supposed to clean it out. I have not done that yet. So in order to go ahead and do that, I decided to go ahead and clean this bag while I'm doing my YouTube video. So if you remember, this is what it looks like on the inside. I bought it off of Poshmark, and it was a little, and it doesn't smell bad, which is good, because I can't deal with, you know, something that smells nasty or whatnot. So it does not smell bad. The deal is it's dirty. It could use a cleaning. It also could use a reshaping, because based on how they stored it, it didn't have a good shape to it, in my opinion. So what I decided I was going to do is go ahead and put this bag in the washing machine. I know people love hearing me when I say that. I mean, people are like, oh, you're putting a bag in the washing machine? You're so smart. No, most people's like, girl, are you crazy? Yeah. But I ain't afraid of no washing machine. So before I put this bag in the washing machine, I wanted to go ahead and clean it out, which is the wise thing to do. I wanted to do a little spot cleaning on this item, so that when I put it in the washing machine, some of those other things are taken care of, like the lint and the dirt and all of those things. I want to clean it up. I forgot my cleaner. I'm sorry, YouTube. Let me go run and get that. All right, so I got my cleaner. Today I'm using awesome carpet cleaner for some of the spots, okay? That's just to do spot treating on some of the things I see on the lining, okay? So before we do that, what I do is I have my trusted garbage can here. I have my utensil that everybody should have to clean out their purses. I mean, you know, it's a little costly, but it works. Ta-da! I just, you know, any toothbrushes that I'm not using anymore, I put them in my little cleaning bucket so that I have them to clean out my bags. So I have my toothbrush. So this is the first part. The first part deals with my trusted toothbrush and the garbage can. Hey, Tap Tap. Tabby was in the last video. I didn't bother putting her up this one. So I just get all the corners, all the cruddy cruds out of the corners or whatnot using my toothbrush. So, has anybody else, this is not my first rodeo on putting a bag in the wash. Has anybody tried it yet? Remember, and I say this all the time, I want you guys to listen clearly to this. I do not have a center agitator in my washing machine. You know that big piece that's in the middle? I don't have that. If I had that, I would not put these in the washing machine, just so you are aware. So you want to make sure that if you're choosing to try this washing machine technique out, you do not have that piece, because then it can do a little more, possibly do a little more damage to your item. I don't know. I've never done it with that centerpiece in there. So this is just really to get all of that, the crud out the edges. That's why I turned it inside out. I find turning it inside out really helps me to get the crud out better than trying to get the crud out, you know, sticking my hand in the middle of the bag. So these little corners and corners like this or whatever, gosh, I like to get all of that stuff out, because when I put my hand in the bag, I don't want nobody else's crumbs in the bag but my own, but my own crumbs. And I will tell you, typically, now for those of you who are not aware, I am a premium seller on Poshmark, and I do resell handbags and the like. This is what I do typically for all the handbags that before I sell them. So I don't want my customer to have to worry about having a cruddy crud or trying to clean it or trying to reshape it or all of that stuff. I usually try to do that for my customer, so that when they get the bag, yeah, you may want to do your own little cleaning to make sure that it's up to your standard, but it won't be because you have to. You know what I mean? So, but for this person, that's not important. And I guess with it being a Florentine bag, she figured, hey, you paying for the bag itself, not for the condition of the bag. I don't know. Who knows? And we'll see if I decide after I clean, if I decide to keep it. Who knows? You know, sister girlfriend likes to go through them pretty quickly. So all I did, as you can see, I just cleaned the dust off the and all the cruddy crud that was on the bag. I just cleaned that out, which made a difference in itself. You know what I mean? Just clean it out like that made a difference. So now what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to spot treat it, clean it. So can you see these? I don't know, with my light. Let's see. There, I turn my light off, you can see it. So you see the dirt around here? I'm just gonna do a little treatment here. Now this is the first time I've ever done this technique on a Dooney and Bourke's fabric. I will say that is the truth. But we're gonna see just some of these here, around here, and the edge here. These are, I call these high traffic areas, you know, where you're putting your hand in the purse a lot, and so these areas kind of get more dirty than other areas. So I'm going to try the spot clean it. I have a different toothbrush for that. And then if it doesn't come out, it's not a big deal, but at least I know I tried it, and then we'll know if it ruins my bag or not. See? Now I get to ruin my bag so that you don't have to ruin your bag in the event, yes, that's right on there. In the event that this doesn't work out, you can say, well, that didn't work out for her. I'm not getting ready to do it for my bag then. Aww. So, you know, I'm just taking this and I'm doing it in a circular motion. I don't know if it'll come out or not. I did this, girl, let me tell you. This is why I ain't shy to do it on this bag, because guess what bag I did do this on? I did this on my Louis Vuitton. Because, you know, sister do pre-own almost everything if she can. Unless I get a good deal, which I've been doing lately. But I did do a spot clean on my Louis Vuitton for my Louis Vuitton lining, and it came out really nicely. So, I'm like, shoot. If it worked for Louis Vuitton, it can work for dang on Dooney and Bourke, right? You hope. I gotta put some elbow grease in that. I mean, you know, put my back into it. Now, you know, it's Friday night for me. And this is what I call fun on a Friday night, cleaning a purse. Y'all want to see Tabby? I don't know if she's going to join us or not. She's standing over here looking at me like, we supposed to be in bed. Because that's what we do. We get off work and we go to bed, me and Tabby. So she looking at me like, what is you doing? It is, look at your clock. What time is it? It's called bedtime. Chap, none of that belongs to you, love. What you doing? This one's pretty clean. They just had a couple spots, couple stains. Not a big deal, so I just put it on there anyway to see if it'll come out or if that was just discoloration in the bag itself. So, I try not to put it on the leather itself because I don't want to ruin the leather. It just goes, this is just on the fabric. I don't need to do a whole lot of stain removal, stain treatment. Some of these probably has some stain that I could do treatment on, but I don't want to.
So, just taking my toothbrush and scrubbing it a little bit. See if I get it out. We're gonna try this one too right here. Can you see it? You see the stain that I'm talking about? There you go. You can probably see it a little bit better there. And that's what it looked like on the other side too. Alright, it came out pretty good based on what I see. There's still some dirt there, but again, this is just a spot cleaning treatment for my own edification, for my own peace of mind, and to try something different, something new, this new technique on a Dooney and Bourke, which I've never done before, like I said. You know, scrub it hard, because some of it's just ground in dirt, or it may not come out at all. We'll see. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul, but at least we tried it, right?
That's basically it. Now the next step is to put it in the washing machine. I'll see if I can get you to join me in the washing machine, in the washroom. I'll see if I can get you to join me in the washroom so you get a chance to see me put it in the washing machine. And my technique with put it in the washing machine. It's really no technique. I throw it in there. I throw it in there. I throw it in there and then alrighty, YouTube. Until next time. Alright, YouTube. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and use a comment. Have you ever tried washing one of your bags in the washing machine? What was the result? Have you, and how did it turn out? I have definitely two bags I know for sure that I've washed in the washing machine, and both of them turned out very well. So maybe I'll do a video about both of those bags that I washed in the washing machine so you guys can get a chance to see them. But until next time, YouTube, remember, if you're not good to anybody else, be good to yourself. Thanks for joining me, and have a good night. Bye, YouTube.
Here we are, YouTube, in my washroom, preparing to put this Florentine leather tote by Dooney and Bourke into the washing machine. How daring.
What we're talking about is this bag, this lovely number you remember, that's getting ready to go into the washing machine. I did my spot cleaning. Some of it is dried really good, as you can see. So it did really good on the spot treatment that I did around there. Yeah, it did pretty good. I could have spent a little more time right there, but I did not. either way. So it's getting ready, and I'm going to wash it inside out. So it's definitely going to be washed inside out. And you remember, so this is my washing machine. Again, I told you I got no center agitator. You remember I said that? So that's what I mean by no big clunky center agitator. So I just put my purse right on in here. Here you go, purse. Here she goes. Say hi, purse. Say bye, purse. We'll see you later. All right. Now, again, what I use to wash my leather goods is this Pure Castile soap by Dr. Bronner's. This one is my favorite, the hemp peppermint. Now, again, I don't put the soap directly on my bag. Instead, it goes into the nice little here. And I don't put it on max because I don't need a lot of soap. So I just put a little soap here. You see how little that is? It's not a lot. It doesn't need to be a lot. Okay? Now we're turning on our washing machine. And we turn it to delicate. All right. Now, what we have here are the options. It's definitely cold water. I do not do warm water. I could do a tap, but I don't do cold hot. I can do tap. The spin is going to be low. Okay. The soil is going to be light. All right. So then that's it. So again, it's on delicate. And then it's on cold, or I have it on tap, low, and then light water. And again, that's it. And then I press my little button. And she has a delay to make sure, you sure your crazy butt want to put this purse in a washing machine? So it has a delay. And there you have it. So now she is in the washing machine. She'll be in the washing machine for 35 minutes. If I'm up by the time she's done, I'll pull her out and I'll add that to this video. Because then the next step is just to stuff her and to pat her dry a little bit and to stuff her and get her ready to be dry. So now it's getting ready to start. All right, YouTube, stay tuned. There she is. She's taking a little spin in the washing machine. All right, stay tuned, YouTube. All right, YouTube, I am back. I'm back because now this bag has been washed. She has been washed. She did the spin cycle, and she's looking pretty good. The lining is still intact, so that's a good sign. Even the spot cleaning that I did turned out really good. You can see that. Let's see here. It's darker. The spot cleaning turned out really good. And on this side too, as you can see. So that's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn her right side in, because what I want to do is make sure she's shaped really good. Okay. So let's go ahead and pat her dry here. Luckily there's not not a lot of water left in the bag, but I do want to just pat her dry a little bit. My protector is over here. I don't know what she hears, but she says she hears something. And she should hear. So, what you looking at, love? So, Just pat it dry a little bit and then turn her right side out. I'm gonna put a little paper in this little pocket here. Just to see if I can get some form back into that pocket. Just a little form. I don't want it too big, but I did, right now what it was doing was lifting off to one side. So just a little paper in that pocket there. So let's turn her in, right side in, I guess. I don't know, how do you say that? Right side out, right side in. Oh gosh. Regardless of how this one turns out, I won't do another spin in the wash machine. She's gonna be a one and done. I don't think I'll need to do a second spin in the wash machine for her. So regardless of how it turns out, this is the only spin she's gonna take. So, this is what she looks like right now after the initial, right out of the wash machine. So, you see that? She's crinkly. Let me turn on the light here. Maybe that would be helpful. So she's crinkly. But let's go ahead and stuff her. Remember, I stuff my bags when I dry them to help them get some form to them. So let's go ahead and stuff her. We're gonna stuff her with the same towel. I have 2 towels here that I'm gonna stuff her with. The towels will help to, you know, soak up some of the water, as well as to help her get that form, some form back in her. Because she was, remember the reason why I was like, oh, I want to wash her is because I didn't like the form, and I just felt like she could use a little cleaning. So let's go ahead and stuff her. It ran her out really good. She did not have a lot of extra water, which is good because it's just good to not have that extra water. She should be able to dry quickly. I'm gonna zip up the pocket right now. I'll zip up everything until tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll go ahead and here's the second towel. Tomorrow I'll go ahead and take out all the top towels and such, and then let her just air dry that way without having the stuffing in the bag. So let me see Mimi beat her up, huh? All right, so let's zip her on up. Oops, 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 oops. This is kind of wrapped around there. Gosh, let's unwrap it. There we are. So let's zip her up. And there we go. So, let's see if we can get a little shape back into the bag. She'll be hung up. She won't be sitting out like this. She'll be hung up to kind of help with the shape of it all. But overall, what do you think so far? She didn't look bad considering that she just got out the wash, does she? No, I think she looks pretty good. She doesn't have any piping missing. No problems there. The handles look good. No problems there. Yeah, overall she's looking good. So I'm gonna just hang her up like this and let her dry a bit with the hopes of getting some shape back into her, and then we'll see how it turns out. So stay tuned, YouTube. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, so you're notified the next time I upload a video, and you'll get a chance to see what she looks like after she dries. Don't forget, YouTube, if you're not good to anybody else, be good to yourself. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good night. Bye now.